Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome to another Smite commentary. And for today we'll be playing some Soul. And as you probably can tell already if you pay close attention to the Hasten and Fatalis cast, it is still 2300 on this one. It's one of my older videos. I haven't been playing a lot of Smite lately, and that's because of a couple of reasons, of course. I'm still busy with my internship, my final one, to complete my... to become a mechanical engineer, but also I've been busy watching a lot of anime, so I haven't been playing a lot. I don't know. Still enjoy Smite, but there's just a lot of other things I've been doing. And of course still playing my sport 3 times a week, so didn't have a lot of time. Anyway, yeah. I am going to play some Soul because I got her. If you look at the opponents, they have a pretty good team. Pretty interesting one as well, because they have a lot of close ranged. Only the Yi is the ranged one on their side, and we have a couple of them, so we should have a little bit of an advantage in that way, since we can kind of try and poke them out. Although it kind of depends on how well the Yi is with his ricochet, and how much the Kappa will hit us for. Already decent amount though. But we do have a Cupid. So, I don't think poke should be too much of an issue. Since I have my 1, which heals a lot. We have Sovereignty, we have a Hardware, since the Arachne went for defense as well. Which is good, because if we have both auras, we should be able to sustain mana and health easily. Looks like Gem on the Kokorkan, so that will slow them down a lot. If they get hit by Tornado, they will be slowed for a very, very long time. I picked up the Pen Boots. I don't really like cooldown boots on Soul in particular. There are some gods I feel like it's better on, but with Soul I really like to go for the all-out damage, because you rely on your basic attacks a lot with your passive. Let's see if we can provide some healing for the Arachne. She is very tanky, and it's going to be 2 kills for us. They committed a little bit too hard on the aggressive Arachne. And since she did build tanky, I feel like that was the main reason she survived there. And of course, very good bait, not gonna lie. Because most of the time Arachne doesn't really go for defense. Or, well, I guess it's 50-50. I've seen a lot of assassins go defense. Assassins like Sakat, assassins like bots, Arachne go defense, so they can kind of be that semi-frontline, well, guard or... oh... that's unfortunate. I probably should have tanked the tower a little bit longer. That was my bad. Maybe the Kraken would have gotten out if I did. That's fine though. Can't really do a lot about that now, since I already released them. Decent damage. Looks like all their ults are oh crap. That was more damage than I expected. I'm not gonna lie. That Yi did a lot of damage with his basics. Kinda underestimated his damage there. He did more than half my HP. Yeah, 476. I don't have a lot of HP because of my build. If you go for other starters, like for instance the... I don't even know what it's called anymore.
Do you want to play?
I never pick it up. Not since Sands of Time is there. I feel like Sands of Time is such a... It's just superior in almost every way, except for that it provides no HP. If it did that, it would have been way too overpowered. But that's fine. I will go for Bankrolls though, since they are focusing or they are relying on the damage a lot. If I have a decent amount of lifesteal, I will be able to sustain myself even better, even though I do have my 1. I can pop my 1 when I'm low on HP and just use my basic attacks to lifesteal a lot with the Bankrolls passive, and that way I can get back to full pretty quickly. So that should be able to help me out there. I do like the fact that they changed souls too. They really made it an ability now. It is one that you again cast by, well, basic attacking, so to speak. Same for instance, Thoth. But Thoth can also fire it without having any movement penalties. And the fact that Soul can do that now, I really like it. It feels a lot more smooth in that way. Strange engagement by the Kuzumbo. I'm not sure what he was trying. I guess he wanted to try and push someone in, but that's not really how Kuzumbo's ultimate works. Not that well, at least. And I was wondering where he was. And he got to execute. It sucks. Still looking for an ult. This is a good moment, hitting 3 of them. Decent amount of damage on Amaterasu, very low, but I'm not going to chase that one. Let's use Maddie here to make sure that Arachne lives. We should be able to get that outquang definitely with that slow. Nice slow by the Kukulkan. With the Gem of Isolation and the one, that's just... You almost have no movement speed afterwards. That's so dumb. I generally don't like to pick it up as first item, Gem of Isolation. The only god I would consider it on is probably going to be Poseidon, since he's pretty good with the slow. His Whirlpool is, I feel like, more reliable than Kukulkan's Tornado. I feel like the wind-up on Kukulkan's Tornado is way longer than the Whirlpool. Although there is a slight wind-up on the Whirlpool. I mean, I have had situations where someone dashed out of my Whirlpool. I've also had situations where I dashed out of the Whirlpool just before it crippled me and damaged me. So that's definitely possible. Quite annoying to deal with sometimes. If you're too quick with Poseidon, you will waste your ult completely if the enemy's quick enough. It doesn't happen to... Oh, nice, got him. There weren't a lot of places where he could have gone. There's no way he will use his one into my basic attacks. I'm already firing. So I imagined he was going the right side. Actually able to hit him. It's not a bad thing. I really like that. The fact that if you predict someone to be somewhere and you hit him while he's invisible, it feels great. I really like that. Looks like Amaterasu won't get a stun off. Let's go for the ultimate. Good damage. Very good damage. And looks like we will be able to pick up the Amaterasu. Healing up a little bit with my one. And another kill picked up. Oh. Nice ultimate by the Outquang. Again, getting those executes. This Outquang is playing very well with his executes. He hasn't missed a single one yet. I missed my 2 there. Completely. That's one downside to the 2. If you don't hit it direct hit, it's actually more difficult to hit your 2 from close range than it is from a distance, since at max range it will just detonate. Same for what's his face? I also get his name. Kernanos. Same for Kernanos. If he misses his 2, then you won't be able to deal the damage, and at max range it's a lot easier to hit. Something that's some god that's almost the same. Looks like I will be able to survive. Pretty close. I can still die. Ah, nice ricochet. That sucks. I do have a lot of gold though, so I'm not too worried. I can get magical penetrate. Maybe I don't want to get it yet. Depends on. They don't really have a lot of defense. I don't think it's really worth it. I'd rather go for some more raw power. Although penetration isn't the worst, because you can push towers a lot better. I don't really want to get it yet. I think that relativity is a lot more effective in this way. Because they don't have as much defense just yet. So I can just get it. Get the power spike online. And that's a lot of power. I mean, well, how much do I have? 215. I have 215 magical power without heat. So that means that if I'm low on HP, I'll get a 100 additional power. With the relativity finish, that's even 25% additional above that. And when I have heat, I will have increased power as well. Definitely was aiming for the Amaterasu, not aiming for the weakness there. Definitely not the situation. As you can see, I have 315 power at maximum heat. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. And that's without, well, I do lose some HP. Depends on how low of HP I am, to be honest. Let's see if we can get something going. Kuzumo goes... I don't get those engagement by the Kuzumo. I don't disagree that there should be an engagement. But the only real way you can really make Kuzumo's ult work very well is if you can pin the enemy between a wall and between his ultimate. So you kinda guide where he's going. If you're just using it in the middle, you won't be able to push someone in the direction you want them to be pushed in. Which is kinda awkward. Ooh, the wheelies got out. That's bad. Oh, never mind. Nice ultimate. Not sure if the ultimate actually got it. Or the tornado. But that's fine. Nice damage. Oh, that's definitely a kill. Hard bomb will be able to finish that one off. Nice hard bomb. If that didn't connect, then he definitely would have lived there. Because I wasn't able to deal more damage without either risking myself way too much. Or go for the Oh, way off the mark. Or go for the hard commit and just die for it. It's not worth it. I have so much damage on the tower. Sol is interesting. Sol is one of those gods that has insane push potential as a mage. I mean, that damage, 76 without any penetration except for my boots, is a lot. That's a lot at this stage of the game, since I have almost no power at all. 269 with my heat fully up. That's a lot. I predicted him to go there. If I hit that, he probably would have died. It's a lot of damage and it is slow. I think we can kill it. We can kill the Titan already. What? I don't think they'll get the chance to surrender. I think this is it. Only the Amaterasu is here, but I can use my ult. Oh, actually, nice counter ultimate. She didn't get knocked up. Yeah, that's going to be it. Wow. Very quick game. I didn't even get to finish my Wrath Duty. That's fine though. We had a lot of push power. I didn't expect to have so much pushing power though. Not to get the Phoenix this early at least. But I guess since they weren't able to clear the wave as effectively, since they don't have as many ranged, I think that kind of screwed them over there. Because though Yi isn't the best hunter to clear the wave. I mean, he does have his Ricochet, but Ricochet doesn't clear the wave entirely. And he can use his ultimate, but he can only use it once to try and defend. Wow, I did a lot of damage. I like that change to her too. I feel like she's a lot stronger now. Not sure if she's back into it, since she did lose the Hastened Fatalis effect on her 3. But this definitely feels very, very good. She feels very fluent now. Because a lot of times I felt like I could reach with my 2. But since it's a basic attack, it slows you down and they're able to outrun it. And now you can kind of just cast it. They might reduce it. I'm not sure how this will increase her performance overall. But I think that if she is performing too well again, they might tone down the range on her too. Or maybe the radius. Because I feel like it might be a little bit too easy to hit now. Because that was the only downside you had to it, except for the fact that if you can't, well, if someone is like half the maximum range or closer, if you just straight up miss, it's not going to do anything. But that used to be the case anyway. But I mean, at maximum range, it's a lot easier to hit now. So maybe they will reduce the radius. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know if it will make Sol very strong again. But I definitely like her a lot. But I don't like to build her basic attack anymore. I like to just go for straight up power, and especially with that change to her 2, you can really do that. The 2 ult combo is such a powerful force of Sol. You can slow them and you knock them up, and they can't. If you hit the slow and they don't have an escape or don't use it immediately, and you knock them up with your ult, that's so much burst damage. Especially if you have Wrath Duty finished, low on HP, full heat, all those things. Just so much damage. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll try to get my daily uploads in again. Probably won't be able to, but I'll at least try to get at least 5 or 6 in a week. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.